stream on our Binance Live, our Twitter Live, our YouTube Live, and check if our Twitch Live is also connected. Let me first check all the connections first. I'm very exciting to talk about OverTrip. Here we go. Yes, I believe we are all connected across different platforms. So now I'm going to start to play our countdown video for about 20 seconds. Hello, GM everyone. Listen, Moonlight from Ultiverse, and glad to see you all over here at our OverTrip across different social media platforms. Today, we are streaming together with our founder from Gamestarter, and we are going to focus on OverTrip. This is actually a project that I started to follow on Twitter when, at this very early stage, and I'm very proud to be a holder also to learn about its gameplay today with Andrew or Andreas from Gamestarter. So Andrew, would you like to introduce yourself and introduce your project Gamestarter? Also, what's the connection between Gamestarter and OverTrip? Thank you.
Sure. Hi everyone. Yeah, so my name is Andrews. We are developing some interesting developments for the last few years. The relation between Gamestarter and GGX Studio with development of OverTrip is quite related because we started as a launchpad. We saw a bunch of interesting different projects launching on Gamestarter. Some of them were successful, some of them less successful, and we thought maybe it's a good time for us also to build something what we're passionate about. And this is when we decided to launch a few products and projects like OverTrip and Dark Frontiers. So yeah, we're a launchpad. We're a huge infrastructure focused on helping Web3 community to build games on Web3. And also we're developers ourselves.
That is very nice. So you got the platform and you also have in-house developers and very strong marketing team and BD team as well. That is just very nice. And do you mind to let us know how many games or other projects that have successful launch on Gamestarter platform, other than previously we just talked about OverTrip and Dark Frontiers? Because I see that once in a while there's other like token listing or ideal, right? What are those? And any notable programs or projects that you wanted to share with us as well? Thank you.
Yeah, so I guess till this date, we probably had around 60 projects. Some of them, they launched in a bit different way, not necessarily on Launchpad, but we incubated quite a number of those. The biggest ones probably that we had in during the last bull, I can't mention right now. Some of them were really cool. We're about to launch 4 more projects within upcoming probably few months. So we're only preparing for this upcoming wave with a bunch of very interesting developments after the launch of more than 60 projects in the last few years.
Wow, 60 projects in the last few years, and that is definitely really quick. And so how does the team select projects to launch on the Gamestarter platform? Thank you.
Well, it's quite a good question, to be honest, because usually when we talk about Web3 and blockchain-based gaming, we have this gap, between the vision and the actual product. And usually when we talk about Web2 businesses and Web2 gaming, everything starts from idea in a quiet mode. Usually they're built, they develop, they create, and only once they're heading closer to the launch of the game, deciding to talk about their products and games and whatever they're going to launch. So in crypto is a bit different. You have to basically start promoting your development from the day one. and communities capable to see development every single day with or month with different updates and all this stuff. So when we choose which project to launch, at the beginning of Gamestarter, we had quite interesting situation because the Gamify only started to become more popular. So the majority of game developers, they only had ideas, they only had demos, they only had sketches. And only now we see in 2024, uh, the more companies with already existing portfolio, with already existing functional products and playable games are willing to launch their IPs and with set integrations of blockchain. So now it's a bit better situation, I guess, because we can actually try majority of these developments. We can play those before we choose and decide on cooperation and help them with launches. In other cases, we are capable to provide full-scale incubation, which can take part in a very early stage. When we see a really promising and interesting idea, we can help them with development. We can help them with proper strategy in terms of marketing. Sometimes we're even capable to help them with overall concept and clarifying the concept behind their product in order to adjust it to be more understandable for the masses. And those small things that are needed to achieve the best, goals and results with these projects. So it's quite tricky question because you can't choose wisely to launch a certain products if you're not involved yourself. So I believe as a launchpad and also as we have our own game development studio, we are hands-on development ourselves, so we know pretty much every single moment and development steps until product is ready to go live.
That is indeed. Thank you so much for sharing the information with us. And well, since we've learned about how Gamestarter select projects to launch on your platform, then how could community members be part of it? Thank you.
So at this point, you have to just create yourself account on Gamestarter Launchpad. You have to pass QIC, of course, and whenever we have projects launching on our Launchpad, you can join in the public sales by acquiring and staking a certain amount of game coins as a um, potential, let's say, ticket to get the bigger allocation. Or right now, we're also about to launch new products and new platforms that should incentivize users not only participate by staking game coins, but also becoming the part of the community. So this part is, by the way, is going to be disclosed quite soon. This is quite a huge improvement on overall our platform as a game starter, and we're aiming to introduce quite a number of new products and new platforms, especially tailored for our community, better and in a more gamified way interact with all our launches and existing games as well.
That is very nice. Thank you. And being say that, I know the time is limited, right? And we're also ready for Andreas or Andrew to showcase the gameplay with us because we know that gamefight, right? Definitely game is really important. Yeah, for our participants. Would you like to share screen and showcase us about the gameplay of OverTrip and how we could um, enhance our skills in the game? Thank you.
Sure. So yeah, happy to show you a bit gameplay footage, and I'm gonna actually play it right now. So yeah, we have quite interesting environment that we try to design around the well-known brands and different crypto projects to build this game to represent everything that happens right now in crypto world. So we try to build a solution. Oh, someone is shooting at me.
Oh,
Thank
my.
God, we're in the waiting room right now. So yeah, this one is basically focused around the crypto movement. So basically, you can find different meme coins, different mentions of different projects by playing this game, and you can also learn about crypto, market and community overall. So OverTrip is battle royale game with quite huge world already. I don't think it's good right now to call it more like open world experience, but we are working on that part as well. So right now we're in the waiting room. The game is going to host up to 15 players per one game. It means whoever is playing this game, they're gonna stake certain amount of trip tokens. We're gonna have different modes. We're gonna have free mode, so you can play this game without any staking, just to get familiar with the map, to know more, to collect some experience on playing and moving and shooting. And once this part is done and you feel that you are good to go and ready for a real fight, then you can choose a mode where you can stake certain amount of trip tokens and fight with other enemies or friends, or not necessarily enemies. Enemies. I mean, Web3 world is quite a huge family, so with family members in a way. And yeah, try to fight and win the best position in the game. The concept is quite simple. Oh, now I'm in a map, so I have to go and fight other players. So yeah, we have quite a big map with a lot of different locations. 50 players per one session. The session lasts up to 17 minutes. And whoever stays alive, top three positions are going to share 50% of total staked trip tokens. And whoever is left, they're gonna split, small incentives per each kill, or not necessarily if you lose, you actually lose. You can still kill certain players and win some tokens. So yeah, I'll try to find someone right now, because we're only starting to test this game with big communities right now, and more updates are also coming soon.
I see. Yes, I see that our audience already saying wow, because normally when we think about Web3 games, they are kind of like, well, definitely not this high quality, right? Do you mind to share with us how long does that take? Did that take for the team to build? And do you mind to also reveal how much money does that need in order to contribute to this kind of amazing gameplay effect in the Web3 space? Thank you.
Yeah, so the first part of the question is how difficult it is to build this game, right?
Right.
Okay. So yeah, it's quite interesting a journey. With OverTrip, we had probably almost 5 different iterations. We went through different experiments in terms of visual, look and feel, models, characters, everything. So it took some time for us to define the final look and feel, and what we want to show in terms of quality and in terms of graphics, movement, in-game mechanics, everything. So it took quite a while for us to complete this part. Once this part was done, we went straight forward with design, characters, the map design, environment design, and all the stuff. So what we see right now is actually almost 2 years work, and a lot of brainstorming, a lot of design iterations, visuals, animations, everything. So it took quite a while to deliver, this look and feel. I have to mention that our main focus, by the way, was to build something visually attractive, although not heavily loaded by detalization of different graphics, in order to make this game accessible to basically to any players. So you don't have to own, high quality PC in order to play this game, and you can basically run it on any MacBook as well, unless it's like Intel or M1 CPU. Everything else should run this game quite smoothly. So it's cross-platform, Mac and Windows, and we may also consider option to build a version for mobile experience, but let's keep it secret for a while.
That is just wow. We also have audience saying, look, right, this is definitely really smooth, right? Smooth gameplay. And also, so did you mention that there's a free mode, right? People who doesn't really own any game tokens or the Ultrip entities could also be part of the game and play it?
Yes, that's right. Anyone can play this game. They can learn how to play this game. They can get certain rewards. So not necessarily you have to, you know, stake since the day one. First of all, try to learn, try to experience it, try to see how can you play, get used to the map environment because it's quite big. And whenever you're ready, then you can start the real game.
Wow. And does it have to play with other gamers when they're online, or can we also play with the computer? Play with the
No,
system.
we're gonna have only option that requires to have the real players,
Hmm.
right? So the free version is basically, exactly for this particular purpose. Anyone can play, and yeah, you can do basically whatever you want in this version of the game.
That is very nice. And so far, do you mind to share with us some data, yeah, about, for example, like DAU or active wallets, or yeah, other numbers that you'd like to share with us? Thank you.
Yeah, so game is not publicly released yet,
Hmm.
so we are on the last stage of testing and cleaning all the potential bugs, and we're still gonna launch it under the label of early access. So certain bugs can appear for sure, but that's the part of game development, and we are here to clean all these bugs. And also, we're happy to collect the feedback from the community in terms of what should we improve in order to make it even better. We had few test runs with certain community members and QLs. Um, we collected quite reasonable amount of feedback, and now we're improving this game based on this feedback. Oh, someone is trying to kick my. Oh, no, I'm gonna. No, I'm gonna. 1 second. Damn it! All right.
Oh,
So, sorry, I just lost the question. Can you repeat the question?
oh, okay. No worries. I was just want to ask you if you could share some data in terms of users. Yeah, because you say that the game is not published yet, right? So, when can we expect to be able to play the game? Because it looks a lot of fun. Oh my.
Yeah. So regarding, by the way, the user base. So we have around 35,000 right now registered users across our trip terminal as well. Emails. Looking forward to play this game. We're about to launch active campaign for airdrop hunters on our trip terminal, so they can participate in different social activities to engage with this game. The early access for exclusively for certain members in our trip terminal should be available potentially end of this month. We will have exact dates a bit later. But as I said before, we are on the final stage to test it. And I'm pretty much sure that these are my friends and not trying to kill me right now because I'm quite a bad player and I'm using my trackpad and it's basically impossible to fight properly. God damn it. I have to kill this. Okay. Sorry.
Well, it looks like you personally are already into playing games, right? And this is definitely the best job, the most suitable job for you, Andrew, which is amazing. And I see that we also got a new friend over here. Hello. Would you like to introduce yourself? I think we couldn't hear him, but that's okay. Yeah. So, you said that currently there are over 35,000 people already registered, right? Do you mind to let us know the web page, or the link where we could register for the game? Thank you.
Oh, yeah, of course. So we have this app.overtrip.com. This is our trip terminal.
Mm-hmm.
Now we are heading to announce the second season for airdrop campaign. And this is the place where you have to register. You're going to see the wallet credit as well, the one that you're going to need to play this game. So whenever game is ready to launch, we're going to also provide all the information how to download it, how to set up, and then you can play it immediately with the same credentials that you're going to use to create your self account on app.overtrip.com terminal.
That is just so nice. So, friends, if you wanted to join and be part of the game, don't miss it. At least definitely looks so much fun. And at least stage, will there be any incentives, yeah, for newcomers and to
Of
engage
course,
them? Mm-hmm.
of course, we'll have these. So first of all, for whoever is joining app.over overtrip.com trip terminal, they're going to have unique chance to invite their friends to join this game with their own um, link, which means that whoever is going to play this game in the future, we're going to charge certain fees, of course. And part of these fees are going to be redistributed back to those who invited these new warriors of this game. So in a way, you can get quite reasonable kickback as a pimp by inviting your friends to play the game. And the second part as well, as we just released our 888 founder boxes that we're going to soon do the unboxing. With the founder NFTs, you're going to get additional incentives, guaranteed spot for upcoming second drop of Overtrip game NFTs. I can't disclose right now too much details, by the way, what it's going to be, but you're going to need these NFTs for sure to play this game, or else, well, you're going to be naked. So, yeah, once again, sorry, maybe I lost your question because this one is trying to kill me.
This is just so much fun. And
It looks
yeah,
like it, but I'm pretty much sure he's giving up.
oh my, we definitely need to do some community gameplay sessions. Yeah. So for our community members that if they wanted to share their screen on the OverTrip or Gamestarter Discord server, and then I could just string it on Binance Live and across other social media platform to let more people like watch and wanted to join. Because when you started to play, right, we started to string it over here. Video streaming is definitely attractive, and it's going to be a trend in Web3 gaming space as well. So yeah, thank you so much, Andrew, for joining us and showcase the gameplay. I know your time's quite tight. Before we let you
I,
go,
don't, I want to disclose one more thing.
oh,
One more thing. One of the game modes that we just designed and about to implement is inspired, by the way, by our friends, QLs, and some members of our community. So we'll have this VIP section where you can create your own room, you can generate yourself your own invitation code, and you can invite your friends to play with you, right? And you can choose the amount of trip tokens you want to stake by yourself, basically. So in this particular situation, we're going to have those, guild sessions, we're going to have community sessions and different events that can be accessed through our trip terminal or with some specific, events that we're going to announce quite soon. So yeah, this one is mostly, let's imagine Overtrip is like a social community in one place in a gamified way with a bit spice, with a bit mushrooms. Some of the players, I'm pretty much sure they're under the influence of mushrooms. But yeah, I highly recommend you to get ready for this one. It's going to be quite hot.
nice. Wow, that is very exciting. Yeah, Andrew, let's definitely keep in touch and welcome to come back again. Yeah, to our live streaming across different social media platforms to showcase. And also in the future, if there are any community events that there are, for example, like game nights, right, for members to share their screens on Discord channels, I'll also be happy to stream it. And maybe we could also organize a Chinese community gaming competition or international, community gaming competition,
For
things like
sure,
that.
for sure.
Yeah, we should do it. Once again, thank you so much for joining us today, Andrew. And we wish you a great rest of
My pleasure. And I'll see you all in a battle.
Thank you. I'm going to end our live streaming session, but we will have replays. So for friends who just joined us, no worries. The replay will be ongoing. Thank you. See you. Bye. This is just amazing. I'm very glad that I am a holder, right? And I'm also a very happy gamer. So exciting to learn a lot more about the project and the gameplay. It looks just so much fun. Yes, we got our friends say, let's go. Can't wait to play, right? Isn't this just look so cool? I have the same feeling as you. Okay. So totally. Yeah, got me. Okay. I'm going to do our replace really quick. And we'd like to go over here, continue our